My name is Dracula. I want to be your friend. Please join with me so I can tell you what things are about in my life. I try to be a gentleman. The problem is there are very few gentlemen left in this world. If you read the papers in the morning, you can go crazy. If you watch the television these days, you can go crazy faster. The problem is that there's very little left for guys like me to have faith in. I know I have a bad habit. It's a habit, I know. They all can't be perfect, you know. I do blood sucking. But if you listen to the consultants, to the presidential people, they do their own form of it, you know. I want to be your friend. I want you to join with me, hold my hand, and say, you understand. Come closer, closer. I want to be close with you. I want you to know I am interested in taking a little bite, but that doesn't make the great difference how we face life. We all have our imperfections. The program is titled Dracula and Friends. In studio with me is Henry Kissinger, a statesman. I like to welcome him to Dracula. I feel the situation that we have in this country, we have to understand. Now, I have talked with Henry and told him it's hard to understand him. He has come to this country years and years ago, and he still has an accent. It's very hard to understand you, Henry. Well, I think the situation that we have to face, what we have to do. I told Henry Elmer Bombeck, he said that if you missed the first few words of Henry Kissinger, it's all over. Henry is well-intentioned. He's a good man. Talks about a lot of things. And if you're not asleep by the time 5 minutes go up, you're exceptional. He put me to sleep. Henry, why don't you use a voice that people can understand? Well, I think the problem is, I have in studio with me Bond, James Bond, 007. Welcome to Dracula and Friends, Mr. Bond. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Drac, why do you fly at night? Well, I have a thing. I like to fly by myself. In the sense, by the seat of my pants. It saves fuel, and you know the price of gas is high, and everything else. That's a very reasonable answer, Drac. Do you mind if I call you Drac? Well, no. I've been called many things in my lifetime, and Drac is a nice nickname. There are some people who call me Drek. Drek? Yes. What does that mean? Oh, it's a Turkish expression. It means it's all not there. Oh. Why do you persist in being yourself, if I may ask? There are certain things in life you have to be aware of. The fact that you can still be yourself if you maintain your individuality. If I may say so, Drac, you've changed your tune and your tone. Yes, I have taken lessons on how to use my voice and not have the accent. Well, why have you done that? Because I want people to be my friend. And the voice I use, for some reason, scares them. So what you're saying is that you are a reasonable person and you're willing to change. Well, haven't you, Mr. Bond? Haven't you changed? Oh yes, we all change, don't we? 007 has to change in the times and so forth. 007, Bond. I like being who I am. Are you happy being who you are? Yes and no, but I have to say to myself, maybe I am not old there. I've been around for a long while. The rent at the castle was too high, I had to leave. But the women still love me for who I am. And precisely who are you, if I may ask? I'm just getting on with my life. I try to be more of myself than I was. I try to deal with my life as other people do. Dracula, are you really the person that is made out to be? I'm asking. I'm not saying yes or no. Are you the person that people know you as, the bloodsucker? Yes, I was, but I've grown up. We all have to move on, you know. Come close. I want to tell you. Yes, closer, closer, Mr. Bond. Yes, I want you to be my friend, and I'll take a little bite. Well, not with me, you don't. No, no, not with me. Dracula, do you like Dr. Ruths? Yes, she sounds like Henry. You understand Dr. Ruths? No, no. I don't understand a lot of people. I try to, but I don't. So I just try to understand myself. Dr. Ruth is a sex therapist, isn't she? If I may mention that. Dr. Ruth is a very interesting person, isn't she? Yes, she's as interesting as Henry Kissinger and the others I have known. Who else have you known? You titled the program Drac as Drac and Friends, Dracula. Well, women love, if I may say so, I'm very envious of them. Charles Boyer. All these years I wanted to hold you in my arms and tell you how much I love you. Is that the voice that you want? It's a very interesting voice, Mr. Bond. The ladies went gaga over it, and they would hold hands with him. And you? Oh, they have a thing about me. They think I'm a dirty old man. Are you a dirty old man? No. I'm just older. So you've accepted yourself? Yes, yes. There's nothing else to do but accept oneself. You seem very philosophical about yourself, Dracula. Yes, you have to be. If you're not, how can you get on with life? You laugh? Yes, you have to laugh in life. It's the saving grace, you know. Who else do you envy, or do you envy anybody? Yes, I envy some people. Ronald Colman. I visited him years ago. I took a little bite. What did he sound like? Darling, darling, darling. Is that what he sounded like? Oh, yes. And the ladies loved him. Do you want to be loved, Dracula? Yes, I want to be loved. I'm very human in that respect, you know. Yes, aren't we all? There's much to talk about, isn't there? Yes, if you have a moment to talk. I want you to come closer and be my friend. I want to hold your hand. I don't mean any harm. I have a bad rep. You know, if you read the newspapers, you see one side of the person, and then you read the other side of the person, and you find out the person is not that person. Well, of course, you have to be realistic, Dracula. That's the way things are in life. Reality is not very, very appealing, you know. I understand. And if you get along with people, you have to go along with them and understand that they have their own way of doing things. Yes, I understand. What do you think of The Wicked Witch in The Wizard of Oz? Oh, I liked her. You know, I took a little bite years ago, and she was very, very kind. Does her laugh turn you on? Oh, yes. A very, very wonderful laugh. Wonderful? Oh, yes. Different, you know. Different. Did the laugh get to you? No. No. What did you think of her laugh? Oh. It gave me a sense of being somebody I want to know. Did she want to know you? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. She was a very genteel person. The laugh was not the person. How so? I don't know. She had a bad laugh. A bad laugh? People were frightened by her. And they were frightened by me. It's a bad rep, you know. Are there any people that I'm trying to understand, Drac and his friends, that turn you off or turn you on? Well, Woody Allen, he turns you on or he turns you off. He does both. Why is that? Well, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I don't. He has that sound that he's uncertain about where he's going and what he's doing. Is that true about you? Oh, no, no, no. I know where I am and what I am doing. I want to be your friend. You keep saying that, but if I may ask, what are the credentials that you have to be my friend? Oh, do I have to have credentials? Oh, yeah, in this world you have to have credentials. You know a lot of people make up their credentials. Yeah, I understand that. They apply for jobs, and they say they have this and that. Yes, of course, don't we all? And they don't have this and that. Yes, I know that. So why does that disturb you, if I may ask? Oh, it doesn't disturb me. I just want to be straight with you and tell you who I am, and my credentials are not perfect, but I get by.